Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Calling all you students, creators, and budding entrepreneurs out there, today we're literally building the ultimate house of marketing, right from the ground up. We're going to be looking at the master blueprint of how products go from being, just a simple idea in someone's head to something you absolutely cannot live without.
So let's just dive right into this. I want you to ask yourself, is marketing really just about selling a product? I mean, a lot of people mix the two up. They kind of think it's all just about convincing someone to hand over their cash. But is that really the whole picture?
Well, the truth is, selling is just the tip of the iceberg. Actually, selling is basically just moving stock, often by hook or by crook. Marketing, though, marketing is this massive end-to-end engine. It kicks off way before a product is even made. It's all about researching what people actually want, designing the perfect solution, and focusing intensely on customer satisfaction to add real, genuine value to their lives.
To build this house of marketing, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the foundation, the core marketing philosophies, and from there, we'll construct the four main load-bearing pillars, famously known as the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion.
Okay, starting with part 1, core marketing philosophies and the evolution of business thought.
Let's lay down our foundation by taking a quick walk through this timeline. Back in the day, the production concept focused purely on mass production just to keep things crazy cheap. Then, the product concept shifted the focus entirely to high quality. After that came the selling concept, which was all about relying on aggressive advertising to just push inventory out the door. But eventually, we arrived at the true marketing concept, where the absolute ultimate goal became genuine customer satisfaction. And today, we're in the era of the societal concept, which carefully balances that customer satisfaction with ecological and ethical boundaries.
Moving on to part 2. Our first pillar, product. Basically, what exactly are we offering?
Because listen, without a product or a service, there simply is no market offering. Now, the technical definition of a product is a bundle of utilities, meaning tangible goods or intangible services offered to satisfy a customer's needs and wants. But here's the real secret. Companies don't just sell an isolated item, they sell an entire market offering. Think about it like a creator's edition camera that comes bundled with a microphone, a memory card, maybe an extra battery, the whole shebang. It's a complete package designed to solve a complete problem.
Now, what's really interesting here is branding. Branding is what separates your product from just, generic stuff on a shelf. It's the immense power of going to a store and specifically asking for Maggi instead of just noodles, or reaching for Dettol because you trust it way more than a random bar of soap. This strategy combines your spoken brand name, your visual logo, and your legal trademark to carve out absolute status and quality assurance right in the customer's mind.
And all of this identity gets wrapped up into packaging, which generally happens in 3 layers. Step 1 is the primary packaging, like the actual glass bottle holding a fancy perfume. Step 2 is the secondary packaging. That's the nice cardboard box the bottle comes inside. And then step 3 is the transportation packaging, those massive corrugated crates used to safely ship 50 of those perfumes all the way across the country. Placed right smack on top of that packaging is the label, which is the ultimate carrier of information. It describes a product and its contents, sure, but it also grades products instantly for our brains. Just think of Lay's potato chips and their color coding. Blue automatically means magic masala, red means tomato. It powerfully promotes the product with eye-catching designs too, like a Kinder Joy egg practically screaming for a kid's attention at the checkout aisle. And let's be honest, we've all fallen for that at some point. And crucially, the label also fulfills legal requirements, like printing those statutory health warnings.
Which brings us to part 3, the second pillar. Price, the value exchange.
Price is the element customers are almost always the most sensitive to. It's the value a buyer passes on in exchange for the satisfaction provided by the product. And notice how I'm really emphasizing the word satisfaction here. Customers are only willing to part with their hard-earned money if the value they feel they receive equals, or ideally beats, the price they're actually paying.
So, setting a price isn't just a simple math equation. It depends entirely on your objective. Are you aiming for pure profit maximization, or maybe market leadership? Consider the Jio Telecom network's entry into the market. It was totally wild. Dropping prices to zero initially with free SIM cards helped them capture massive market leadership right out of the gate. Other times, a company's goal might just be mere survival, literally just covering basic costs. Or, on the flip side, charging a massive premium to signal absolute quality supremacy.
All right, part 4, the third pillar, place, bridging the gap.
Place is all about bridging that geographical gap. I mean, how does tea grown in Darjeeling end up in a kitchen cabinet in Mumbai?
also known as physical distribution, it's the set of decisions made to transfer goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. So the crucial point is, making the greatest product at the perfect price means absolutely nothing if it isn't physically available exactly when and where the customer actually wants it. To bridge this gap, you have to use distribution channels. A zero-level or direct channel is super simple. The manufacturer sells straight to the customer. Done. But for nationwide reach, you usually have to add middlemen. Adding a retailer makes it a one-level channel. Adding a wholesaler into the mix makes it a two-level channel. And yes, every single middleman adds to the final cost, but it's a trade-off that ensures your product can reach literally every corner of the map.
But place isn't just about middlemen, right? It relies heavily on physical logistics. You have to handle order processing, where speed directly equals satisfaction. You've got to figure out transportation, and you must manage warehousing and inventory control. Think about it. Agricultural crops grow in very specific seasons, but people eat them all year round. Therefore, warehousing and maintaining perfect stock levels are vital survival tactics to bridge that gap in time.
Customer is the kingpin in the market. Let's just pause right here and let that sink in for a second. This quote completely re-anchors us to the absolute core thesis of our explainer today. Every single step we've discussed in this entire blueprint exists for one reason, and one reason only: to serve and satisfy the customer.
On to part 5, our final pillar, promotion, communicating value. So the product is built, it's priced correctly, and it's placed on the shelves. Now how do we actually get it into the customer's mind? Well, promotion involves all the activities undertaken to communicate with customers and persuade them to buy. It's the art of planting your offering so firmly into your target audience's head that they just feel completely compelled to take action.
When we talk about this, there are really two heavyweights in promotion: advertising and personal selling. Advertising is a paid, non-personal broadcast. It hits millions at once, making it highly economical per customer. And this brilliantly illustrates the contrast with personal selling, which is direct, face-to-face interaction. It's incredibly flexible, allowing a salesperson to adjust their pitch on the fly in a store and really build deep personal relationships with the buyer.
Beyond those two, we also have sales promotion and public relations. Sales promotions utilize short-term incentives. We're talking about those aggressive, door-busting Black Friday deals or buy-one-get-one offers that are designed to clear out stock incredibly fast. Meanwhile, public relations plays the long, careful game. It's all about protecting the brand's overarching image, maintaining public confidence, and building corporate goodwill through things like press releases and positive public engagement.
Well, there you have it. We've covered the entire blueprint. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought. The next time you're out shopping and you decide to buy a product, ask yourself, which of the 4 Ps actually convinced you? Was it the beautiful product design, the irresistible price, its perfectly convenient place on the shelf, or an unforgettable promotion? Start viewing the world through the lens of a marketer, and you'll definitely start seeing this blueprint everywhere. Thanks so much for tuning into this explainer.